Did you know that people in their 70s and 80s are the fastest growing segment of the population in many countries? It's true. And while everyone talks about retirement plans and healthcare, very few people discuss the real, everyday challenges and opportunities that come with aging past 70. My own grandmother lived to 103, and when I asked her secret, she smiled and said, "Everyone's looking for some magic pill or exotic diet, but they're missing what's right in front of them." What she told me that day changed how I view aging forever. In this video, we're going to explore 5 crucial truths about aging that most doctors won't tell you. Insights that could mean the difference between merely surviving your later years and truly thriving well into your 90s or even reaching 100. These aren't just theories. They're backed by research and the real experiences of centenarians worldwide. Stay with me until the end, because the 5th secret is something most seniors overlook entirely, yet it might be the most powerful predictor of longevity we've discovered. By the time we finish, you'll have practical, actionable strategies that can transform your golden years from a time of decline into some of the most meaningful and vibrant years of your life. Don't miss the final insight. It's one that most people overlook, yet it holds incredible power in predicting what lies ahead. These markers could completely reshape how you see your future and add valuable years to your life. If this has sparked your interest, show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and sharing this video with those you care about. Together, let's make informed choices for a healthier, longer life. If you're finding value in this discussion already, please comment longevity below to join our community of people committed to aging well. Now let's dive into these life-changing insights. Secret number 1. Your walking speed predicts your lifespan. The first truth that few people discuss about aging is that your walking speed is one of the strongest predictors of how long you'll live. It sounds almost too simple, but research has consistently shown that how quickly and confidently you walk says more about your future health than many sophisticated medical tests. Think about 2 people, Margaret and Thomas, both 75 years old. Margaret maintains a brisk, purposeful stride when she walks to the store or around her neighborhood. She doesn't rush, but her movements are steady, balanced, and confident. Thomas, on the other hand, has noticeably slowed down over the past few years. He shuffles more than walks, takes frequent breaks, and sometimes feels unsteady on his feet. What Margaret doesn't realize is that her maintained walking speed indicates her body is still functioning well. Her muscles, heart, lungs, and even her brain are working together efficiently. For Thomas, his declining pace isn't just about aging. It's a warning sign that his overall health is deteriorating. Scientists from multiple studies have found that walking speed reflects the health of multiple body systems working together. When you walk, you're engaging your muscles, bones, heart, lungs, and brain in a complex, coordinated effort. If any of these systems starts to fail, your walking speed is often the first thing to change. The good news? Walking speed isn't fixed. It's something you can improve, and improving it can actually extend your life. Here's what you can do. First, make walking a daily priority. Start where you are, even if it's just to the mailbox and back. Gradually increase both your distance and your pace. The key is consistency, not intensity. Second, focus on proper posture and form. Stand tall, look forward, and swing your arms naturally. This engages more muscles and helps maintain balance. Third, add some strength training to your routine. Even simple exercises like chair squats or wall push-ups can build the muscle strength needed for a stronger stride. Fourth, work on your balance daily. Try standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, or practice heel-to-toe walking, as if on a tightrope. Better balance equals more confident walking. Remember, it's never too late to improve your walking speed. I've seen people in their 80s transform their mobility through consistent practice. Your body is remarkably adaptable, even in your later years. Secret number 2, your sleep quality matters more than quantity. The second truth about aging that rarely gets enough attention is that the quality of your sleep becomes increasingly important after 70. It's not just about getting 8 hours anymore. It's about how restful and restorative those hours are. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and clears toxins from your brain. Studies show that people over 70 who maintain high-quality sleep tend to live longer, healthier lives, while those with poor sleep face higher risks of memory decline, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Consider two friends, Robert and William, both in their mid-70s. Robert has a consistent bedtime routine, sleeps about 7 hours each night, and wakes up feeling refreshed. William, however, tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and often feels exhausted despite spending 9 hours in bed. Over time, Robert's body continues to repair and rejuvenate itself during sleep. His mind stays sharp, and his energy levels remain steady. William, however, begins experiencing brain fog, daytime fatigue, and even changes in his blood pressure, all linked to his poor sleep quality. Many seniors assume that sleeping poorly is just part of getting older, but that's not necessarily true. Yes, sleep patterns change with age, but poor sleep isn't inevitable. Here's what you can do to improve your sleep quality. First, establish a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body thrives on rhythm and routine. Second, create a relaxing pre-sleep ritual. This might include gentle stretching, reading a book, not on a screen, or listening to calming music. This signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Third, optimize your sleep environment. Keep your bedroom cool, between 60–67 degrees, dark and quiet. Consider blackout curtains, white noise machines, or earplugs if needed. Fourth, be mindful of what you consume before bed. Avoid caffeine after noon, limit alcohol, which disrupts deep sleep, and finish eating at least 3 hours before bedtime. Fifth, get natural sunlight during the day, especially in the morning. This helps regulate your body's internal clock and improves nighttime sleep quality. For many seniors, addressing sleep apnea can be life-changing. If you snore loudly, wake up gasping, or feel excessively tired during the day despite sleeping enough hours, talk to your doctor about being tested for sleep apnea. If you're still watching and finding value in these insights, please comment "quality sleep" below. Your engagement helps our community grow, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on how sleep affects your well-being. Secret number 3, your social connections are as important as your physical health. The third truth about aging well is that the strength of your social connections can be as important as your physical health in determining how long you'll live. This isn't just about having people around, it's about the quality and depth of your relationships. Research has consistently shown that people with strong social ties tend to live longer, healthier lives. In fact, some studies suggest that loneliness can be as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day or being obese. Yet in our busy digital world, meaningful connection is often overlooked in discussions about longevity. Consider the stories of Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has maintained an active social life. She stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, and enjoys spending time with her family. She looks forward to her conversations, laughs often, and feels a sense of belonging. Barbara, however, has gradually withdrawn from social activities. She's lost touch with many friends over the years, and though she has family, she rarely reaches out. As months pass, she feels increasingly isolated, her mood declines, and her physical health begins to suffer. What Barbara doesn't realize is that human connection isn't just emotionally fulfilling, it plays a direct role in physical health. When you interact meaningfully with others, your brain stays active, your stress hormones decrease, and your body releases chemicals that strengthen your immune system and reduce inflammation. The good news is that it's never too late to strengthen your social connections. Here's how. First, prioritize quality over quantity. 1 or 2 deep, meaningful relationships can provide more benefit than many superficial ones. Focus on people who truly uplift you and make you feel valued. Second, schedule regular connection time. Put social activities on your calendar and treat them as important appointments. A weekly coffee date, a monthly book club, or even a daily phone call can provide structure for maintaining relationships. Third, consider volunteering. Helping others not only creates social connections but also gives you purpose, which is another key factor in longevity. Find a cause you care about and offer your time and wisdom. Fourth, Embrace technology selectively. Video calls can help you stay connected with distant family members, and online communities can introduce you to people with shared interests. But use these tools to enhance real-world connections, not replace them. Fifth, look for age-diverse opportunities. While peers who understand your life stage are important, intergenerational relationships bring fresh perspectives and energy. Consider mentoring programs or community classes with mixed age groups. Remember, meaningful connection doesn't require grand gestures or constant activity. Sometimes it's the simple, regular moments, a weekly walk with a neighbor, a standing lunch date with a friend, or a bedtime call with a grandchild, that build the social foundation that supports a long, healthy life. Secret number 4, your ability to adapt. Predicts how well you'll age. The fourth truth about aging successfully is that your ability to adapt to change becomes increasingly important after 70. Life never stops throwing curveballs, and how you respond to them can significantly impact both your health and happiness in later years. Researchers studying centenarians, people who live to 100 or beyond, have found that one of their most common traits isn't diet or exercise or even genes, but rather a remarkable flexibility in the face of life's challenges. They don't just endure change, they find ways to grow through it. Think about James and Richard, both 76 years old. Both men faced similar challenges: health setbacks, losing loved ones, and having to give up certain activities they enjoyed. James approached these changes with a flexible mindset, finding new ways to stay engaged and finding meaning even in difficult circumstances. When he could no longer run, he took up swimming. When his wife passed away, he allowed himself to grieve, but also gradually built new connections. Richard, however, resisted every change. He refused to try new activities when his old ones became impossible. He isolated himself after losses. He complained constantly about how things weren't like they used to be. Over time, his resistance to change didn't prevent the changes. It just added suffering to them, affecting both his mental and physical health. The ability to adapt isn't just about attitude. It has direct physiological effects. Chronic stress from fighting against inevitable changes increases inflammation, weakens your immune system, and even accelerates cellular aging. Adaptability, on the other hand, promotes resilience at every level. So how can you build your adaptability muscles? Here are some practical approaches. First, practice flexible thinking. When facing a challenge, try to identify multiple possible responses instead of seeing only one right way forward. Ask yourself, what's another way to look at this situation? Second, focus on what you can control. In any situation, there are elements you can influence and elements you cannot. Investing your energy in what you can change prevents the helplessness that often comes with aging. Third, cultivate a beginner's mindset. Try something new, a hobby, a class, a recipe, regularly. This builds your adaptation muscles in low-stakes situations, making it easier to adapt when bigger changes come. Fourth, create meaningful rituals that can travel with you through life's transitions. Whether it's a morning gratitude practice, a weekly connection with loved ones, or a creative pursuit, portable rituals provide continuity even when other things change. Fifth, surround yourself with positive adaptation models. Seek out friends who age well and learn from their approach. Their flexibility can inspire your own. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment adaptability below to let me know you're here. Your engagement helps our community grow, and together we can build a more vibrant approach to aging. Secret number 5, your sense of purpose is your strongest medicine. We've arrived at the fifth and perhaps most powerful truth about aging well. Maintaining a strong sense of purpose may be the most effective medicine for extending your life and enhancing its quality. Multiple studies have shown that people who maintain a clear reason to get up in the morning, a purpose beyond themselves, live longer, suffer less from cognitive decline, and report greater happiness regardless of their physical circumstances. Yet purpose is rarely discussed in medical appointments or health plans for seniors. Consider the contrasting paths of Martha and Helen, both 83 years old and both facing similar health challenges. Martha remains actively involved in a literacy program, helping children learn to read 2 afternoons a week. She sees herself as contributing something valuable to the next generation. Her health issues don't disappear, but they take a secondary position in her life. Helen, meanwhile, views her later years primarily through the lens of her health problems. Without a driving purpose, her days revolve around doctor's appointments, medications, and symptoms. Over time, her world gradually shrinks, and with it, her zest for life. The difference isn't just philosophical, it's biological. Purpose activates areas of the brain associated with positive emotions and stress reduction. It triggers the release of hormones and neurotransmitters that can literally slow the aging process at a cellular level. Having purpose has been linked to lower inflammation markers, improved immune function, and even changes in how your genes express themselves. So how do you maintain or discover purpose in your later years? Here's what works. First, identify your values. What matters most to you? Is it connection, creativity, learning, helping others? Purpose springs from your deepest values. Second, look for ways to contribute your unique gifts. Everyone has wisdom, skills, and experiences that can benefit others. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just needs to feel meaningful to you. Third, create legacy projects. These might be tangible, writing your memoirs, creating art, building something, or intangible, mentoring others, strengthening family bonds. Legacy projects connect your life to something beyond yourself. Fourth, stay curious and keep learning. Taking classes, reading widely, or developing new skills keeps your brain engaged and opens doors to unexpected purposes. Fifth, connect your daily activities to your larger purpose. Even routine tasks take on new meaning when you see how they relate to what matters most to you. Remember that purpose can evolve. What gave your life meaning at 70 might shift by 80 or 90. The key is staying open to how you can continue to make your unique contribution to the world, whatever your circumstances. Some of the most inspiring examples of purpose come from people facing significant limitations. I think of a 94-year-old woman confined to a nursing home, who became the welcome ambassador for new residents, easing their transition with compassion drawn from her own experience. Or the 101-year-old man who could barely see but listened to children read at a local school, offering encouragement that boosted their confidence. Your purpose doesn't require perfect health or unlimited energy. It simply requires the willingness to focus beyond yourself and connect your life to something larger. We've explored 5 powerful truths about aging successfully: the importance of maintaining your walking speed, prioritizing sleep quality, nurturing meaningful social connections, developing adaptability, and perhaps most importantly, maintaining a sense of purpose. These insights might seem simple, but they're profound in their impact. They remind us that aging well isn't just about medical interventions or genetic luck. It's about the choices we make every day and the mindset we bring to our later years. Take a moment to reflect on where you stand with each of these 5 factors. Are you maintaining your mobility? How's your sleep quality? Are your relationships nourishing you? Can you adapt to change? Do you wake up with a sense of purpose? If you've identified areas that need attention, remember that small, consistent changes can lead to remarkable results. You don't need to transform everything at once. Choose one area to focus on first, and take a small step today. What strikes me most when studying centenarians is that they rarely mention restriction or sacrifice as keys to their longevity. Instead, they talk about engagement, with people, with activities they love, with the ongoing adventure of life. They don't see themselves as old. They see themselves as themselves, continuing to grow and contribute in ways that matter. The truth is, how we age is partly choice, not just chance. By focusing on these 5 key areas, you can significantly increase your odds of not just adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. Thank you for joining me today. If you found value in these insights, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming content on living your best life at any age. Share this video with someone you care about who might benefit from these powerful truths about aging well. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these 5 factors resonates most with you? Do you have experiences or wisdom to share about aging successfully? Your perspective matters, and together we can create a community dedicated to redefining what it means to grow older. Until next time, remember that your later years can be some of your best years. It's never too late to start living with greater purpose, connection, and joy.